Yo, what's happening? What's going on? For those that don't know, I'm drinking soursop leaves. You know what I'm saying? Getting prepared to go to bed, you know. And soursop leaves is good. It calms your nerves, you know what I'm saying? I got some good news, you know. Just yesterday, a dude got in contact with us that stays right next door, you know what I'm saying, from where we're living at. And he was like, well, you know, I understand y'all got this deal going on with, you know, the person that owns the house and blah, 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 blah. He goes on and on and on. What I can do for you is we told him how much we were paying. And he was like, yo, you know, I could split that in half. You know, you come rent from me, you know, you could pay half of what you're paying right now. And you get to do whatever you want to do at the house, on the property. If you want to grow banana trees, even though there's banana trees, there's limes, there's papaya, there's soursop trees, orange trees already there. You know what I'm saying? You can grow whatever you want to grow. In the inside of the house, you could paint it whatever color, the walls you want to paint it, you could do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I charge you half the price of what you paying for at this spot. And the plan was, as far as dealing with my family, the plan was, you know, come here, you know, rent out a couple Airbnbs. We're in an Airbnb right now. You know what I'm saying? Rent out a couple Airbnbs and find a local that's renting out their house for a cheap price. And while in route of renting out the house from a local, you know what I'm saying, find some land. So I'm this close to my goal. So, you know, he keeps on going on and on about the house or whatever, and then we do a tour around the house and inside the house, and everything is legit. You know what I'm saying? This man has a place where you can eat. I kid you not, on top of the roof. I would show it to you, but I don't think you can see it. Let me see if I can see it. It's right beside the house I'm living in. It's right there. That's what it's the roof is, where you can eat or do whatever. And then the house that I'm living in right now is right there. So basically we cut the deal. I already paid like a month or so up on this Airbnb. So we're gonna be moving out in October, and we're gonna take our luggage and stuff that we have, and just basically walk across from the property that we're at right now onto the new property that we're gonna be living in. We're still minutes away from the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, on his property, there's banana trees, there's soursop, there's lime, there's orange trees. There's a bunch of trees. And he's saying, yo, you can do whatever you want. So if you want to plant anything, you can. And let me tell you something, man. My life is dope. And all of you all that claim that I live in a third world country, you can kiss my butt. That's real talk. And the reason why I say that is because I have access to fresh fruits and vegetables. Do you? In America, does your local grocery store serve you fresh fruits and vegetables? Or is it that your fruits and vegetables are genetically modified? See, I know my stuff is organic. I know it. Real talk, because a lot of the stuff that I get, a lot of the fruits and vegetables that I get, it comes off the land. Like this is my word. I can open the window to the back, I can open up the window in the back of the house that I'm in, right? Open it up and literally look and see the papaya that's growing off the papaya tree. That's real talk. Now, there's some fruits and vegetables that I don't have access to. And for those, I get it from the locals. I purchase it from them. But for this man to tell me what he told me, like, yo, man, when you move here, you can do whatever you want to do. You can get in that soil. Man, I'm growing everything. Everything. That's real talk. How in the world can a person say that I'm living in a third world country when I have access to fresh fruits and vegetables? Fresh water. We get water from the stream like this. There's water coming out of the mountains, coming off of the mountains. What are you talking about? Where do you get your water from? What they call drinking water that comes out of the faucet. Oh, I can tell you where you get your water from. It's called a water plant, where they clean your water with fluoride, ammonia, and chlorine, and a shit load of other chemicals. And basically, you're getting recycled water. And what I mean by that is fecal matter and tampons, all types of shit, urine in your water that comes to the water plant, is recycled, is cleaned, and they kick it back out to you. Straight up. If you were to ask me, I would, from what I see on paper, I would think that you all that are living in America actually live in a third world country compared to me. There ain't no mass shootings out here. I ain't got to worry about it. If I wanted to take my children, enroll my children into their schools, I ain't have to worry about no mass shootings going on at these schools. Straight up. I'm not in fear or in danger of my life here. Everything is green and beautiful. The air that I breathe is fresh and clean. I don't have to deal with airplanes flying back and forth, making all noise pollution with their engines, and also them polluting the skies, as well as the factories that are in America, the fast food restaurants, the cars, the trucks that have exhaust pipes that emit all types of fumes up in the air. Mess me with it. I lived in New York. My family is from Tompkins Projects, where I had to catch the elevator on the 3rd floor. No matter whether I took the elevator or the stairs, it was pissy. I'm talking about the projects where there's food deserts, where you don't have access to fresh food, fruits and vegetables. I'm talking about public schools that are ran down, that are miseducating the children that go to it. How in the world are you going to have the nerve to tell me that I live in a third world country and you don't? Rural countrysides out there in the country. People, farmers are losing their farms. Their people are unaliving themselves because they can't take the heat. Life has become, their jobs have become their lives. People are just working to live. Working to live. Working just to pay their bills. You don't have no time for yourself, let alone time for your family. After I get off this video, I'm gonna sit down and have a healthy dinner along with my family. And later on tonight, we adults here, while the children are sound asleep, I'm gonna take the time out to make sweet love to the one that I love. Can you say the same? Wow, I don't even know what that is. It looks like I don't know. Hold on, let me show you. I don't even know what that is. Hold on. Right there. Hold on. What's that? I don't even know what that is. Oh, man. My life is dope. And that's real talk. My life is dope. Straight up. And then tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up whenever time I want to. What's more precious than money? Time. I was talking to this dude the other day, and he's like maintenance. He cleans up around here and everything. And I was like, you know, You know, we was talking about, you know, the area. He was like, yeah, you know, the area is nice, this and that and so forth, and there's no violence, it's peaceful, and everybody's at, you know, it's peace. And I know that. I've been here for about, I know at least about 4 months, going on 4 months. And I've never had a problem out here with anyone. You know what I'm saying? If I've ever had a problem with anyone, it was with the wasp when I got stung in my face. That was it. I say anything. You know what I'm saying? And then we got in a conversation about, you know, rent or whatever. I told him how much I was paying. He was like, woo, that's a lot. And you know what this man told me? What he was paying? $200 a month. I almost passed the fuck out. He said, yeah, you know, it's a small house. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. Paying $200 a month is unheard of in America. Even in the projects. That's crazy. People are living out here, man. I know, because I'm living out. I'm living out here. That's real talk. Man, these bugs is killing me. That's real talk, man. People are living their lives out here, man. While in America, the government is cutting programs that benefit the people, such as the SNAP program, the food and nutritional program, nutrition program, Medicaid, Section 8. How you telling me you're not living in a third world country? How? When your government don't care about you. Because it doesn't care about the people. It's crazy, man. My life is dope. Straight up. I mean, stick my arm out, put that rubber band around it and tie it tight, and inject that syringe needle so you could beam me up fucking Scotty in this motherfucker. And I know some of you all are going to be like, oh man, that's all Langston do. All he do is brag about this and that and so forth and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, man, you can say what you want to say. See, now that the flip-flop is on the... I say flip-flop. I don't say the shoe is on the other foot. I say now that the flip-flop is on the other foot, now you want to get all like, oh man, he this and that and so forth. Yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But see, I had to take it when y'all were giving it to me. When y'all were bragging about your Versace, your Louis Vuitton, your nice cars, your clothes and jewelry and all the rest of that shit. Now you know that none of that shit counts. None of that shit matters. Now you want to say you a slave to materialistic things. Now you want to break free. Now you want to talk about how corrupt the government is and how greedy motherfucking politicians is. And we were trying to tell you that. I'm talking about the conscious community 20 years ago. We was trying to tell you about RFID chips and the government and this and that so forth and the new world, you know what, and this and that. So you didn't want to listen. You didn't want to listen. You picked on me. You told me, oh man, that's all you do is that's all you are is a tree hugger. You know what I'm saying? You don't eat meat. You know what I'm saying? All you eat is grass and this and that and so forth. Now you see. Now you see the importance of as you get older, you see just how important it is to take care of your body. You see that health is wealth, not money. Not materialistic things, material things. Now you see just how important time is when you ain't got it, when you lost it. That's real shit. I don't understand how in the world y'all gonna tell me that I'm living in a third world country. How? How can you say that? Straight up. When your food is poisoned, when you're eating genetically modified foods that's coming from the grocery store, that you're eating meat that has hormones injected in it in order to fatten up the meat, in order to speed the growth process so they can put that meat, cut it up and throw that shit out on the market. Straight up. I'm getting closer and closer to my freedom. Sooner than later, I'm going to own property here. Sooner than later, I'm going to grow. Excuse me. Yeah. I'll say that. I'm going to grow my own food on that property. Sooner than later, I'm going to build my own house on that property that I own. That's real talk. How you going to have the nerve to tell me that I'm living in a third world country where I'm healthy, I'm vibrant, My children asked me today, they said, hey, listen, can we go down there to the beach and get some coconuts? I was like, sure, no problem. Can your children ask those same questions? Same question? If you have children? We'll talk. My loved one is taking a nap. Do y'all know what that is? Taking a nap. Straight up, we ain't stressing worth shit. If I'm living in a third world country, why am I not stressed? But you'll say America's not a third world country, but most Americans are stressed. They're trying to make ends meet. Trying to go to Plato's Closet, the pawn shop, Craigslist, eBay, and put shit on Craigslist and eBay in order to make money. Because they don't know how they're going to be able to eat tonight. They don't know how they're going to be able to pay their rent. This man said he got a fucking house and the rent is $200 a month. The average 1-bedroom apartment in America is about 12 to 13. Shit, it just depends on where you're living. I know in Charlotte, the 1-bedroom is about $1,800 to $2,300 a month. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. This is the best decision that I ever made. This man told me, yo, you could do whatever. You could do whatever the fuck you want on a property. He said one thing, just don't cut down the fruit trees. Oh, you ain't got to worry about that shit. He said that's the only rule. Just don't cut down the fruit trees. You can do whatever you want. You can paint the walls green, purple, yellow, whatever. You can take the furniture, move it however you want to move it. You want to bring in new furniture, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Straight up. Let me tell you something. For some of you all, if some of you all knew how to act, I ain't even lying. I would have some of y'all motherfuckers just come down here, and for some of you all that can't fit inside the house, I would have y'all have tents outside the motherfucking house. Straight up. And I would just be like, yo, just give me a few $100s. That's it. Shit is crazy, man. My life is dope. Say what you want to say. You can say what you want to say. You could talk about how, oh man, look at the dirty hat he got on. And he'll never wear a shirt. And he ain't got no clothes. And this and that and so forth. Man, I don't need clothes. It's warm out. It's hot outside. And this is so funny. This is the winter season. This is winter for us. So by the time you all, go into your winter season, when it's motherfucking 30, 40 degrees outside, it'll be like 90 something for us. Woo! This is crazy. And for all you corporate motherfuckers, because I know how you all think, you know what I'm saying? You think this is a competition. You know what I mean? It's not about who makes it to the finish line first. It's not about that. It's about your family. It's about you. It's about you being comfortable. You living a life where you can breathe and you have time to be around your loved ones. That's what it's about. And to be real with you, if I had an inkling or thought that you all thought that this was a competition, if I was consciously aware of that this is a competition, let me tell you something. Had I known that, I would have had dusted you all motherfuckers off a long time ago. Because I can tell you, man, ascension is difficult. But this physical shit right here, getting from one place and coming to another, I didn't use half of the fucking brain power that I have. That's real shit. My life is dope. And I'm going to continue to live so I can inspire and motivate others to live. Straight up. Stop living for materialistic things. Stop living to pay the light bill, the water bill, the phone bill, rent, mortgage, fucking car note, car insurance, health insurance. Man, that shit is crazy, man. It's crazy how you can pay health insurance, right? And then you get into a dilemma where you need, health care. And let's say, for example, the bill is $500,000 at the hospital, and they could cut you off just like that. That's crazy to me, man. I'm gonna live my life, and it's just that plain and simple. Other than that, my name is Langston 2092.